my people, a lot is really going on in the political zone. Another Kasala finally burst in the political zone again. Another video of Bola Ahmed Tinubu have finally come out. A coup took cover in Niger some couple of days ago, but Tinubu have not allowed the Nigerians to rest since that time. Tinubu said he's going to declare war against Niger, all of that, but Niger finally sent message back to Tinubu. If you should see what Niger sent to Tinubu, choppers will be flying in Lagos and bombing innocent people in Lagos, and yet Tinubu is trying to do what we arrange. We'll be like guys to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share this video, ensure you share it, let it go viral, and if you can share it, like it, give it a thumb up so that YouTube will recommend it for us. Niger have finally come. Niger coups are finally coming on Nigeria. Come and see what is going on. Stay connected. I will show you the full video. Coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should believe the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now. It makes sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, make sure you click the red subscription button on your video screen and do well to click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in first time, YouTube will easily let you know. Still on what is happening in the political zone, when they conducted the election on the 25th of February, I'll be giving you back-to-back updates regarding what is happening in the political zone. A lot of things happen in the course of the election. It's not more than that there were voters intimidation, voter suppression, and voters bullying. A lot of shenanigans took place in the course of the election, and yet Mama Yakubu announced Tinubu as the president of Nigeria. Since then, people have been in court trying to reclaim his mandate, and the tribunal have been fair and unfair to them. But as Peter Obi and Atiku are trying to reclaim their mandate in the tribunal, something tragic is happening in Nigeria right now. And I don't want Nigerians to sleep on this. So I would like guys to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share this video, ensure you share it. Let it go viral. Share to different social media platforms. And if you can share it, just give it a thumb up so that YouTube will recommend it for us. Something tragic is happening. Since when Tinubu have been ruling Nigeria for some couples of days ago now, a lot of things have been happening in the country. The economic crisis, the economy of Nigeria is drastically going down, and a lot of things have been happening. A lot of protests have been taking place due to the inconvenience that the Tinubu government is costing the people. The NLC protested and all of that, but some people are giving Tinubu the support because they are having a personal benefit from Bola Ahmed Tinubu government. Why the other people are really suffering. The poor are really suffering based on what is happening in the country. The poor cannot even afford a square meal. One square meal, they can't afford it again. But that's not what we're headed to today. What we're headed to today is the coup that took place in Niger. The coups that take over Niger government. Niger have been practicing democracy right from time, but coups have finally took over Niger. The military took over Niger, and Niger is one of the ECOWAS countries. It's one of the countries that constitute the ECOWAS. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu, after he had been announced as the president of Nigeria, have been the ECOWAS president. But Tinubu is finally bringing war to Nigeria at the moment, and a lot of Nigerians are scared of what is going to come with what Tinubu wants to do. And what is going on now is the fact that when the coups took over Niger, when the military took over Niger government, they arrested the president of Niger, they put that one in custody, and Tinubu, as the ECOWAS president, have finally said that he wants to use a iron hand. He conducted a meeting in Abuja with all ECOWAS presidents, all the presidents of ECOWAS, Ghana president, Togo president, and all other presidents. Tinubu said they are going to put forces together and they're going to attack the military that took over Niger. But Niger finally sent a letter back to Nigeria. They said if Tinubu should try shit, that they are going to cover up Nigeria, they are going to bomb Nigeria, and they are going to do a lot of attacks on Nigeria. And mind you, this same Tinubu, during the NSAR protest when it was hot, Tinubu ran to France. He ran to France with his wife. But now, that same Tinubu now is trying to bring something that cannot be imagined. An imaginable thing is trying to bring it down to Nigeria. What people are already seeing, the outcome and vision and all of that the outcome is not even pleasant. And this same Tinubu, when this Niger coup comes to Nigeria, for instance, Tinubu will not be attacked and a lot of innocent people will be attacked. Come and say the president that his legitimacy on the presidential seat is still on trial, trying to attend to other countries' issue at the moment, whereas Nigeria is having a lot of issues where Boko Harams and even ISWAP and all of them terrorize the country and killing a lot of people, more especially in the northern part of Nigeria. Yet the Nigerian government have not seen something to do about that, but they are now stretching arm into what is happening in someone else's government or someone else's country. So someone have finally come out now to review what they saw regarding the action that Tinubu wants to take as far as the Niger issue is concerned. This guy said everything. What will happen? He said everything. He said he saw it in revelation. He saw it in a dream, and this guy explained everything. He saw the shopper going to Lagos and attacking innocent people. Shoppers coming from Niger, and Niger cover all Nigeria. You know, I would like guys to stay connected to the end of this video to see what the guy says. Stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing great today. Okay, so there's a very, very troubling development that I want to share with us all. And I'm going to plead with you to please share this video as widely as it possibly can, because this is an emergency. So either a year or two ago, I had a very, very scary dream. I actually made a video about it. Yeah. In that dream, I saw fighter jets that were dropping bombs on innocent people in Nigeria, especially in the city of Lagos. You know, I don't dream often, but whenever I dream, my dreams are very scary. My dreams used to wake me up in the middle of the night. It's not dreams that you dream and then whenever you wake up, you can start thinking to remember the dream. No, mine wakes me up right while it's happening. That's how traumatic my dreams can be sometimes. And this was one of those moments when I had a very strong dream that woke me up in the middle of the night while I was dreaming it. And I made a video about it because it wasn't to be taken lightly. I knew it was a very serious thing. I knew it was a serious warning. That's why I made a video about it. And right now, there is something that is about to happen that is almost potentially looking like we as a people are about to walk ourselves into that nightmare of a dream that I made a video about some time ago. You know, there's something going on in the West African hemisphere. There's something going on. You must have heard all this story about the multipolar world. The African leaders screaming every day nowadays saying they're tired of the unipolar world, because the unipolar world that is controlled by Western colonial imperialist Europe just thinks that Africa is their playground, that Africans are babies that we're not supposed to be equal partners. They treat us like slaves. They take from us whatever they want and make us look like idiots, literally. And it appears ever since this whole Russia-Ukraine war started, it appears that Africans have had enough. Because from the look of things, they have now seen that there is another superpower that they can run to, that we have an option. So it's almost like the availability of a plan B that we didn't have a sense of all along. Russia has provided that. And all of a sudden, Russia is showing that it can actually be a viable plan B. And that is why you saw what happened in Burkina Faso, where there was a coup d'etat, and the coup plotters pledged allegiance to Russia and kicked France, the colonial power in that country for ages, and kicked them out of that place. The same thing happened in Mali, CAR, Central African Republic. It has now happened again in Niger Republic. And so literally, France is losing its colonies on the continent of Africa almost on monthly basis. And as it's happening in Niger, nobody knows which other French colony in Africa is planning to also kick France out of their country. And once the coups happen, the first thing that happens is they pledge allegiance to Russia. And then they cancel the colonial agreement that enslaved those countries perpetually. I mean, if you want to know what France has done to some of these countries, watch one of the videos I did several years ago. If you go down on my YouTube channel, you will see the video where I detailed the level of bondage that France has committed these African colonies to. It is the worst form of colonial slavery or enslavement I've ever seen anywhere in the world. And at a point, it looked as if there was never going to be any hope anywhere. Until suddenly it appeared that Russia could be a viable alternative as a big brother. And then we see African countries streaming towards Russia every day. I mean, it was very evident from the just concluded Russia-Africa summit that happened in St. Petersburg. And so let's get back to the real point. A coup has happened in Niger Republic, and they have pledged allegiance to Russia again. And now it means that France has lost yet another powerful African colony. With all the resources they had access to in their country, the gold, the diamond that they can't do without. And Niger has too much of it. And you know what they do with these African colonies? They always have the right of first refusal whenever any new resource or mineral is found in that country. What that means is that with all the discovery of diamond and gold all over, only French countries are the first to be notified. They are the first to mine, to have access to them. They are the first to be considered before any other company from any other country in the world. That's a way of saying we own you and whatever is in your grounds. This cuts across all the French colonies all over Africa. That's just one of the many stifling satanic decrees with which they have bound these nations and ensured that they can never grow and become independent. That's what these people are kicking against. That's why you see coup d'etat happening everywhere. That's happened in Niger now. And guess what? France cannot bear it anymore. They have gathered their brothers, America, their partners, and the rest, and they've decided to heap a lot of pressure on the ECOWAS bloc. ECOWAS still has a lot of African leaders loyal to the colonial imperialist West. And so they are putting pressure on them. Tinubu of Nigeria is just been appointed the new head of the ECOWAS bloc, and they are mounting so much pressure on him, knowing that he has a lot at stake. His thing is still being contested in court. His opponents are still calling him illegitimate leader. And look at the pressure they put on him and other people to go and intervene, not just by negotiation. I saw an ECOWAS briefing recently, which is why I'm making this video. In that briefing, they were saying that after 1 week, they are actually giving Niger guys ultimatum. After 1 week or so, if nothing has happened, if they have not had any breakthroughs with whatever other means they are trying to use, that they are going to intervene militarily on the soils of Niger. If military intervention did not work in Burkina Faso, did not work in Mali, in CAR, and other places, you want to now use it in Niger. And the Nigerians are genuinely happy with the coup d'etat that if you see how they poured out on the streets in support of the coup d'etat, because they hate what France has turned their country to. They support the guys. They don't see them as ordinary coup plotters. They see them as freedom fighters. That's why they attacked French embassy today. And they have sent a serious warning to ECOWAS. Stay away from our internal affairs. Let France get out of our country for good. We don't need France here anymore. And ECOWAS, you must not interfere, or else we treat you as enemies. This was boldly said, not just by the army, but by the people, who are strongly, they are not pretending, it's not out of fear. They are boldly, joyfully saying it, that they love what has happened and that they will stand by the military coup plotters. Here's where the fear is coming from now. If Tinubu falls under pressure and orders a military intervention in Niger, see how these things work. The Nigerian guys are aware of who the ECOWAS leadership is on his shoulders. It is Tinubu, it is Nigeria. It will not be surprising to anyone if the moment ECOWAS strikes in Niger, if they do that you might see Nigerian planes descending on key targets in Nigeria and bombing places in order to put Tinubu under pressure to call off the strike. Because at this moment, the Niger guys are in a state of war. They have got nothing to lose. Nigerians are not in any state of war right now, even though there's agitation all over the place. But it is Nigeria who will lose them. Niger is not far from Nigeria, just somewhere down there between Nigeria and Niger. It's not far. This is why I'm making this video. Because Niger may not attack all the countries in ECOWAS. They will pick the key countries that have a lot more to lose than Niger. And they will bomb you to stone ages and even crash the private jets or fighter jets in your country, smash it into important locations, probably bomb civilians and say you are killing their own civilian. They're going to kill your own civilian. In fact, they can even make Nigeria the scapegoat, being that Nigeria is now heading the ECOWAS bloc. And the attack will be all over. The commercial city of Nigeria may be crippled. Things will happen. They could unleash even terrorists on your neck. You have no idea what the repercussions could be. They can decide to target just Nigeria to put pressure on the whole ECOWAS bloc. And the people who are putting these guys under pressure to go and attack militarily, are they not aware that this could happen? Are they not aware that this could result? I know that some of those men in ECOWAS also feel like this is a win-win for them, because attacking simply means that they are going to send messages or a message to other coup plotters potentially planning to take over and strip France of their control and then hand that control over to Russia, whom they call a better big brother, whom they say is a better person to deal with or to have business with, in the person of Putin. They say Putin respects them better. They say Putin isn't treating them like kids the way the colonial Europe treats them. There must be some other people planning to do the same thing in some of these other French colonies. And when they finish with French colonies, they will enter British colonies. So the fear in the hearts of these leaders who were appointed, handpicked by colonial Europe, the fear in their hearts is real. They believe that if they would strike and attack these coup plotters in Niger, it would also help to send a message down to other people who are planning the same thing, so that they will not bring it to them. Because if they don't, this wave of toppling leaders or may not stop with Niger. It may continue. Then of course, what do you expect when the people are not taken into consideration? When the leadership imposed by the West is only built to cater to the needs of the West and ignore all the needs of the people on ground. What do you expect? So there is fear. Even Tinubu himself knows that if care is not taken, if grievances are not properly addressed in Nigeria, what has happened to Burkina Faso, Mali, and the rest of them could happen to any African country, including Nigeria. That's why they feel, some of them, that it would be better to go and strike and send a message. But then, before you carry out such a strike, you have to count the cost. You have to think about the repercussions. What would happen to Nigeria if these guys decide to unleash and unload on Nigeria? Like I said, they've got nothing to lose. Nigeria will have so much more to lose. This is a very serious development, and I think that anybody who loves our people in Nigeria must please help me to share this video. Bola Ahmed Tinubu must be told to take it easy and not cave into too much pressure. The moment he caves into pressure and does this to please these guys, there might be a problem that many of us may not be able to walk out of easily. This is what I am seeing. It's just me in my usual way, seeing danger ahead and screaming out loud for all to see it with me. We need to be careful. The colonial powers in Africa know now that the foundations of their enslavement, of their colonization that never ended, is being shaken violently everywhere right now. If they had treated us well, if they had been good partners, if they had been very respectful, there's no way they would be scared of what is to come. Africans themselves will be the ones defending the institutions and the establishments on the continent. But that was never the case. And because they didn't, Russia has come in now and taken advantage of the vacuum they've left, a generational vacuum of disrespect, of pillaging, of destruction, of stealing, of corrupting Africans, and leaving its citizens in the quagmire of complete economic degradation. That's what Russia is trying to make right. And this is why African leaders are flocking towards Russia. So what you see happening in Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali is not going to end there. I see it spreading, and I know that's why they are afraid. I know that's why they want to intervene to send a message. But the collateral damage that will come from that message, I don't think that any one of us is prepared for it. So we need to be very cautious. That's my message. Send this video to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, send it to every single person that is concerned in Nigeria, and let them know that we are about to walk into a disaster we may not know how to walk out of.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. I believe you really heard what that guy said that he saw. You know, the guy said he slept and he had a dream and he saw shoppers coming to Lagos. You know, he saw fighter jets coming into Lagos and, dropping bombs and killing innocent people. That was what he saw in course of the dream. All these things comes from Niger, according to the guy. I'm not the one that said all these things. The guy said it all. He said all the things he saw, all the coups coming from Niger to Nigeria to attack Nigerians, and innocent people die. A lot of blood flows in the street of Lagos and all of that in different states all across Nigeria. These things are going to happen, according to the guy, due to the thing that Tinubu wants to lay his hand into. Niger Republic, they were a democratic country before the military took over. The military have took over Nigeria before, but now they finally took over Niger. They took over Mali, and Mali citizens are happy about it. They are convenient, they are okay with it, because they believe that the democratic government they will be practicing before, they are embezzling their money. A lot of massive corruption taking place in the country. Now the military took over. That doesn't mean that there won't be corruption, but it will be minimal. Likewise, the same military took over Niger, and after the military took over Niger military are collaborating, and they are having something to do with Mali militaries too. So they are intertwined. The two of them are interwoven. They are working together at the moment. But finally now, Tinubu, as the ECOWAS president and the president of Nigeria, he summoned all the ECOWAS presidents all across the western region of Africa, and he said they should assemble in Abuja. And after they assembled, he made the declaration that there is not time for weddings, there is time for action, that they want to take action based on the coup that took over Niger. And they said they gave the coups that took over Niger some days ultimatum to vanish and free the president of Niger, because the coups that took over Niger, they put the president of Niger in custody. They did not allow him to go, and some other politicians in Niger. So they put them all in a custody. So Tinubu gave them ultimatum for them to be released, and the coups should leave the country for the democratic government of Niger. But the coups have finally sent letter back to Nigeria. They said if Tinubu did not put his hand where he's supposed to put his hand, that they're going to cut the hand of Tinubu off. And mind you, the hand of Tinubu is Nigerian hand, and when they say they're going to cut down the hand of Tinubu, it means that Nigerians are going to go down for it. And that guy have said it all. He said he saw everything in the revelation. And mind you, the Nigerian military are facing the terrorists that is attacking Nigeria, Boko Haram, ISWAP, Fulani, and all of that. So Nigerian military have focused their attention on this terrorist group for some couple of years now. And is it the same Nigerian military that want to go and face the Niger coast or all of that again? What do you guys think? I would like guys to drop your opinion in the comment section on this video. Do you really think Tinubu is doing the right thing? Because this same Tinubu, his presidency is still unquestioned. It's still questionable in the tribunal. A lot of people like Obi and Atiku and some other presidential candidates are still fighting for the fact that the process that brought Tinubu in as president of Nigeria is not legitimate. So they are still fighting for the legitimacy of the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and yet that same Tinubu have not seen to the economy of Nigeria, and have not seen to some other things that is going wrong in the country. The killings that is taking place, most especially in the northern part of Nigeria, herdsmen and all of that attacking people, or non-government attacking people and decapitating a lot of people in different regions of Nigeria. The Nigerian government have not seen something to do with that, but yet they are stretching hand to Niger, and they want to put in order war went wrong in Niger. So what do you guys think? I would like guys to drop a opinion in the comment section of this video. If you can share this video as well, share it to different social media platforms, as I'm going on there to click that notification for you. Ensure you follow me on all my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and at LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. You can also follow us on Twitter, popularly known as S now. Follow us on Twitter as LAJUPOG TV. And guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. Leader, why you waiting for church? All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.